Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful recap is finally here for Monday, June 9th, 2025. In today's episode, Remy Price, Christian Weissman, makes a rattling discovery. Meanwhile, Sheila Carter-Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, and Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, urge Penelope Poppy Nozawa, Remy Park, to act fast. At Il Giardino, Deacon confronts Luna and tells her to get lost. The young woman grips the hidden gun tighter in her purse. Steffi is the problem, she insists. Deacon warns that he's a former felon, and Luna really doesn't want to go back there. She needs to stay away from Sin and Sheila. After slamming a knife into a cutting board, the restaurant owner stomps off. At the apartment, Sheila continues pleading with Poppy. Stop Luna before it's too late. Deacon walks in and tells them about Luna's desperate plea. The trio discuss Luna's obsession with Steffi. Sheila says Poppy is partially responsible and needs to stop Luna. After Poppy exits, Sheila tries calling John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, and Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, again. They still won't answer. Sheila confesses Luna is right about Steffi, which concerns Deacon. However, Sheila quickly reassures him that she doesn't want any harm to come to Steffi. Sheila is worried that Luna is becoming delusional. Over at the Cliff House, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, frets to Steffi and Finn about Luna. Liam thinks the young villain will just get more desperate. Liam is really panicking. Finn is concerned about Liam's blood pressure. Liam knows Finn will try to protect Steffi, but Luna is living in a fantasy. They finally put Liam to bed. Afterward, Sin discusses the Luna situation. Steffi promises that she will be okay. At the shooting range, Luna practices firing her gun. When Remy shows up, Remy admits his real name and his crimes. Luna gets congratulated on her pardoning. Remy brings up Will Spencer's crew motto, intensity. Luna says she's only focused on her dad. Remy offers to teach Luna how to shoot a gun properly. Luna vents as she uses the gun. Remy warns her that guns are serious business, and she needs to calm TF down. Luna says the pardoning erased her crimes. Remy reminds her that they are just erased from her record, not from people's memories. Luna puts Steffi's headshot on the target. Once Steffi's face is up there, Luna hits a bullseye. Bang, bang, you're dead, Luna says to herself. Scene 1. Luna's apartment, unspoken words and longing glances. The soft glow of late morning filtered through the linen curtains as Luna sat cross-legged on her couch, a steaming mug of chamomile tea in her hands. Her thoughts were scattered, torn between 1,000 emotions that tugged at her heart. She hadn't heard from Remy in days. Not since their last awkward, heart-pounding conversation, where they'd nearly kissed, but let the moment slip into silence. The knock at the door startled her. Luna rose, placing the tea on the side table. Her fingers hesitated on the knob before opening the door to reveal the one person she both hoped and feared it would be. Remy. He stood there in his dark hoodie and jeans, looking like he hadn't slept in a week. His hair was tousled, his jaw covered in stubble, and his eyes, those brown, stormy eyes, met hers with a look of hesitant vulnerability. Hey, he said softly, shoving his hands in his pockets. Hi, Luna breathed, her voice trembling slightly. Can we talk? Luna stepped aside, allowing him in. The moment the door closed, the energy between them pulsed like a static charge. You've been avoiding me, she said without accusation. Remy sighed. Not because I wanted to. I just needed to think. About? About us. About what we were. What we could be. Luna's eyes shimmered. You left without a word, Remy. I was falling apart and you were gone. I know. I thought I was doing the right thing. I didn't want to complicate your life any more than it already was. Luna crossed her arms tightly. You are a complication, but you're also the only thing that feels real right now. There was silence between them, thick and fragile. Then Remy took a step closer. I'm not asking for forgiveness, Luna. I'm asking for a chance. To explain, to start over. Luna hesitated, then nodded slowly. Okay, start explaining. Scene 2. Forrester Creations. Poppy on the hot seat back at Forrester Creations. Poppy paced nervously outside the executive suite. Ridge had summoned her to his office, and something about the tone in his assistant's voice sent a chill down her spine. She entered, finding Ridge, Steffi, and Brooke already seated, all wearing unreadable expressions. Poppy, Ridge began, his voice calm but firm. Thank you for coming. Of course, Poppy said, keeping her posture poised though her heart thundered in her chest. Brooke folded her arms. We need to talk about Luna. About her entanglements. Poppy blinked. What kind of entanglements? Steffi leaned forward, her voice sharp. The kind that could threaten her credibility at Forrester. Rumors are circling about her personal life, about a certain man from her past showing up again. Poppy stiffened. Remy? So it is true, Ridge said. She's a grown woman, Poppy countered. She's allowed to make her own choices. Yes, Brooke agreed. But this isn't just about Remy. It's about everything. Her connection to Bill Spencer, the truth about her paternity. We can't keep this under wraps forever. Ridge nodded. If Luna's going to be part of the Forrester family, professionally or otherwise, things need to be transparent. Poppy swallowed hard. What are you saying? Steffi didn't flinch. We're saying you need to come clean about everything. No more secrets. Not if Luna wants to keep her place here. The room fell silent. Poppy clenched her fists at her sides. You want the truth? Fine. But once I tell you everything, don't pretend you weren't warned. Scene 3. Luna and Remy, the past. Revealed back at Luna's place, she and Remy sat side by side, the distance between them evaporating. Remy leaned forward. When I disappeared, I wasn't just running away from you. I was running from myself. Luna looked confused. What do you mean? Remy's eyes clouded. I found out something after we split. Something about my mom. About your mom. Luna's breath caught. What? They knew each other. A long time ago. Before we ever met. Luna blinked. I don't understand. Remy pulled out a worn photograph from his jacket pocket. It showed a much younger Poppy and a woman Luna didn't recognize. Remy's mother, presumably, standing together on a beach, arms around each other. They were best friends. Or something more, Remy said quietly. I think my mom was in love with yours. But something happened, something that broke them. Luna's mind reeled. Why didn't my mom ever tell me? Maybe she was trying to protect you, or herself. But when I found out, I didn't know how to face you. I didn't know if our relationship was built on something real, or just some twisted legacy of pain. Luna shook her head. Remy, you're not your mother, and I'm not mine. Whatever they had, it's not our story. We get to write our own. Remy reached out, brushing a strand of hair from her face. Do you believe that? Luna nodded, whispering, I want to. And in that moment, their lips met, tentatively, tenderly, like the first rays of dawn after a long, stormy night. Scene 4. Il Giardino, Sheila's desperate plea. At Il Giardino, Sheila sat across from Deacon, stirring her coffee with a shaky hand. Her eyes darted nervously around the room. Sheila, Deacon said, lowering his voice, you're making me nervous. I need to talk to Finn, she said, her tone urgent. Deacon blinked. What? After everything? You think that's a good idea? I don't care if it's a good idea, Sheila snapped. It's necessary. My son is slipping away from me again. Steffi's poisoning his mind. Steffi's protecting her family, Deacon countered. You had a second chance, Sheila. You were doing better. Why stir the pot now? Because I'm his mother, she said fiercely, and because I know something. Something about the night Liam got hurt. Deacon's brows lifted. Sheila. He wasn't pushed, she said. I saw the footage. It was an accident. But someone tampered with the security feed to make it look worse. I think someone's framing me. Or Luna. Deacon leaned back, stunned. Do you have proof? I'm working on it, she muttered. But if I can get Finn to hear me out, maybe he'll finally believe me. Deacon sighed. You're walking on a tightrope, Sheila. One misstep and you lose everything. She met his gaze, eyes full of fire. Then I guess I better not fall. Scene 5, Forrester rooftop. Tensions boil. Over later that afternoon, Poppy stood alone on the rooftop, staring out at the Los Angeles skyline. The wind whipped her hair around her face, but she didn't flinch. Her mind was racing with the ultimatum Ridge and the others had given her. Footsteps echoed behind her. She turned to find Steffi approaching, arms crossed. I figured I'd find you up here, Steffi said. You've always liked dramatic exits. Poppy rolled her eyes. Are you here to gloat or to lecture? Neither. I'm here to make sure you understand what's at stake. I understand perfectly, Poppy said. You want me to bare my soul, air out decades of secrets, just so you can feel better about Luna working here. It's not about me, Poppy. It's about honesty. You've been hiding too much for too long. And you haven't? Poppy shot back. You want to judge me, but let's talk about your own history with Finn, with Liam. You've rewritten your own story so many times, it's practically fiction. Steffi's eyes narrowed. Don't turn this around. This is about Luna, and if you care about her future, you'll stop protecting the past. Poppy exhaled shakily. You think you know everything, Steffi, but you don't know what I've sacrificed, what I've lost. Then tell me, Steffi said. Tell someone, because silence won't save you anymore. Scene 6. Luna's apartment. New beginnings. As dusk fell, Luna and Remy sat curled together on the couch, wrapped in a blanket and each other's arms. The earlier tension between them had given way to a fragile peace. I missed this, Remy murmured, pressing a kiss to her temple. Luna smiled faintly. So did I. But it's not going to be easy, he said. We've got history, family drama, secrets. Luna nodded. I know, but I'd rather face all of that with you than pretend it doesn't matter. He held her tighter. Then, let's promise each other something. What? No more running. Not from the past. Not from each other. She looked into his eyes, nodding solemnly. Deal. Outside, the city hummed with life, but inside, time slowed. For the first time in weeks, Luna felt hope. Real, tangible hope, begin to bloom. Scene 7. Forrester Creations. Final moments. Back in Ridge's office, Poppy stood before the trio once again, this time with a folder in hand. Her expression was one of grim determination. You wanted the truth? She said, placing the folder on the desk. Here it is. Everything I've kept hidden. Everything about Luna's father. About Bill. About me. Ridge opened the folder and began to scan the documents, while Steffi and Brooke exchanged shocked glances. Poppy continued, her voice trembling but strong. I did what I thought was right. Maybe it wasn't. But I will not let my daughter be punished for my mistakes. Brooke looked up. You might have just changed everything, Poppy. And not just for Luna. Steffi added darkly. The room fell into heavy silence as the implications settled in. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.